Hey guys, what's up to jjaaxxthelegend here. Today I'm here with another Minecraft redstone tutorial. Now in this week's tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a very fancy and awesome and extravagant item transportation system that will impress all of your friends on your Minecraft world or server. So let's head inside. So inside of my silo, underneath my silo, we have a honey farm, and then all of that honeycomb and honey bottles that it's creating is being sent up the top through my tubes. Now if you would like to see a tutorial for the honey farm, make sure to check out the link in the description down below. Back onto this video. So it's going up these tubes. This is what I'm going to be showing you guys how to build today. But once it gets to the top, it goes into the hopper system, then into my chest. Now this pumps out honey so fast, and you can see all of it going up, which I think is rather extravagant. I really think it's very cute seeing all the honey bottles go up. Now the reason why this works is because the item will look for the closest area, well the closest free area that is up. So right now it's this water block area because there's nowhere above it, so it gets pushed into the hoppers and goes down and starts filling the chests. So it'll look for the closest spot to go to, and it's always up. It won't try and go out to the side, it'll always go up. So you can theoretically make this as high as you can, as high as possible. I'm not sure what would happen if you went up to like 255, but there's no real reason of doing that. But you can have this hooked up to as many farms as you like. You could hook it up to a sheep farm. I've got one of those as well on my channel if you'd like to check that out. A bamboo farm, anything you would like. It's super simple to build and doesn't use that many resources. So I think we should head over to my creative world. Well, this is still creative, my creative flat world, where we can have a look at the redstoning behind it. One important thing to remember is that if your server has any sort of clear lag plugin, meaning after a certain amount of time it removes all dropped items, this system will not work. Well, it will work for certain farms, because every 60 seconds or so, or every 5 minutes, every item in this dispensing sort of tube area will be removed, because an item in there is the same state as, say, a piece of a diamond dropped on the ground. They're both in the same state, they're just items floating around. So if you have a farm that's pumping out kelp or pumping out honey like mine was, this shouldn't be too big of an issue. But if you're using this as a diamond transport like I am, be very aware of that, because you could lose a bunch of diamonds if it happens at the worst time. But but just be aware of that. But if you're in a single player world or just a realm with no plugins or anything like that, then you should be fine. Okay, so now let's hop into the tutorial. I'm going to list all the items on your screen now. Make sure to grab every single one of them. We're going to be starting by making the dispenser or dropper system, whatever works for you. I would suggest using the dropper. Start by placing the dropper going directly up where you want your tube to be, and then a hopper going into it where your chest is going to be. Now place this going 4 more blocks, like a hopper chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a chest on those last 2 blocks like this. And you can place it any way you want, just make sure one of the sides is over the hopper. So it's up to you. Going to place it like this. Then place a comparator on the opposite side of this hopper here, coming out of the dispenser, going into a block. Oop, I forgot to list that. So we'll just grab some blue concrete, some building blocks. This does not have to be blue concrete, it can be dirt. And then place a redstone repeater. You also need some redstone. Like this, 1, 2, 3. Curve it around so it meets back at this comparator. Place one here, then place one repeater going into this dispenser. So when I throw an item into here, it gets dispensed out. Like this. Yep. So now we need to place this glass on. Now we need to decide how high we want it. I'm going to go 17 high. But we're going to do it in a 3x3 square. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do this quickly. And 17. So here we have our 17th row. So that does go up a reasonable height. Not super tall, but pretty good. Now directly on top of that, do your 2 outlines here. On 2 sides, not on the front, just do it on the 2 sides. Then place one on the very back, but not at the front. And this is where your water is going to be set. So you have to rotate this in whichever way your item sorter is going to be placed. Mine's going to be placed directly over my chest. So this is the way I'm going to have it facing. But if it's facing the other way, have it like that. Facing that way, have it like this, because the water is going to flow to hoppers, which then lead into your item sorter. It's like this, so we have that so far. Now that we've got that, bring out your concrete blocks and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over, and then one more. Oh, and one more after that. So we have a total of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that we have that, break every block except for that very last one, coming backwards so you're standing on this glass. Just like this. Then place 2 blocks and reach all the way across and place a block onto that hopper. Just like this, sort of connecting in, and then do this. And create a hopper chain. Then break this last block at the end. So you now have a 7 hopper chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I've got 2 blocks and then my item sorter, so I'll have a 4 item sorter with 1 dump it chest. But if you want to have a bigger, just extend this hopper chain out. Okay, let's work on the water. Now, with this water, all we have to do is place 1 block of glass on the second hopper, create a little outline like this, place a water bucket here, and then put a roof on top. Just like that. Now, I also have to let you know that this doesn't have to be glass. However, it kind of removes the point of it. But you can use stained glass. But yeah, it doesn't have to be glass, because the block will still try and go all the way up if you're looking for a cheap transportation system to go upwards. So now we've got that, we need to work on this item sorter. Now, because I'm floating, I'm going to quickly do a floor here. So the floor should be 3 blocks down from these hoppers. So 1, 2, 3, and the floor should be there. So we just grab out some floor blocks. I'll use a bit of stone for this. And then we can start working on it. Just like that. So you want it to be looking like this. So it's 1, 2 down. And then on the 3rd block, you have your floor. Let's start by placing our chests. Place them 2. I don't like placing them directly here and here. I like to leave a bit of a gap, so I'm going to go 2 hoppers and then place my chests like this. Double chests, all the way to the very end. Then, place blocks on every single one of these chests except for the last one here. And come behind it and place hoppers going into those blocks. Like that. Then, directly below that, place hoppers going into every single one of these chests, including the last one. Now this last one's going to be a bit different because it has no redstoning on it because it's just a dump it chest. So just place a hopper going directly into that lower hopper. So like that. So this is what it should look like. Now come around the back and on this bottom hopper layer, place blocks on every single one except for the last one. And make that come 2 blocks back. Now come 2 blocks down and break that first block you placed and place another row like this. Place repeaters going facing towards the chests on those blocks, and then place blocks in front of those repeaters. Now behind those repeaters place blocks, and place redstone on those blocks. Now place redstone on the blocks diagonally up from there, and comparators going into each one of those redstones, and coming out of the hopper. Now the final part of this redstoning is to place redstone torches on the block the repeater is going into. Like this. So it should look like that, and with no redstoning at the very end. Now we need to put items into these droppers to actually make them sort. What you want to do is grab out some sort of placeholder block that you know you're not going to be putting through this. Like you could even grab out some sort of flower or something you have and rename it. But you're going to need 20 of them for each hopper. So for me, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers, 4 sorting hoppers here, I'll need 80 in total. So I'm going to be not sorting sandstone at all. So I'm going to give myself 80 sandstone, just like this. And then I'm going to split it into groups of 20. So here we have 20, 20, 20, and 20. So there we go. So this is what you should have. Now that you've got that, open up each of these 4 hoppers here in the middle. While holding your left click down, drag across these last 4 slots. Not this first one, but the last 4. And there should be 5 in each slot. Just like that. Now grab 3 of the items you're sorting. So I'm going to grab, let's use some iron. We're going to grab 3 iron. And you don't have to have 3, but that means when you say, if you grab 2 diamonds, the first diamond will instantly be stored in a storage hopper. So grab 3 diamonds, 3 iron, coal I'm going to grab 3 of, and I might grab a 3 of gold. Just some basic, if I can type it, this. And you want to put these in the first slots of your hoppers. So iron, diamonds, coal, and gold. So now if we grab a bit of each of those, just going to duplicate these from here, and throw them into the chest down here, you will see we've now got our system fully working. So the iron will go up first, and then the next one, then the next one. Iron should only go into this first chest here, and the next chest should be diamonds, the next one should be coal, and the next one should be gold. Now you can label these with signs, I'm not going to, but feel free to, or item frames are also very good, or even a block. You might be wondering what I mean by a block. Well, I mean you can put, maybe if you're this rich and have enough diamonds for a diamond block, put a diamond block in front of the diamond one, an iron block in front of the iron one, anything like that. You could even hook this up to some sort of iron farm, like the Iron Alpha on AlphaCraft. Make sure to go check out that SMP series. The link for that will be in the description down below, as well as the playlist on my main channel page. The Iron Alpha is a giant iron farm, and you could connect one of these up to it to send it somewhere. Say if you're maybe even if you've built a slime farm, because slime farms are in the ground, so you can send it back up to your base in a very stylish way. So here we have the diamonds, coal, gold, and nothing is getting mixed up, which is perfect. It's exactly what we want, so it's super easy to see and get. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and remember to subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys later. And remember, stay carbonated.